Tim Bartz here, McArthur Ford, with another Maverick Monday, episode 5, I think we're on. And this week, some people asked, hey, wouldn't it be nice to show what different things you can do on the FordPass app with your Maverick and the FordPass app, of course. And for those who don't know, FordPass app is a free app that you can download, connect your vehicle in, and do a lot of things with your Maverick. Even the XL, every Maverick has this capabilities with no subscription required. You just have to download the app. So we're going to show you a few things on this. First of all, I need to remove the Maverick I have in here so I can show you guys how to add a Maverick and add your Maverick and such, and maybe where the FordPass app is. So first off, you can go to your, whether it be Android or iPhone, go into the store, and you want to locate and find the FordPass app. So you just type in FordPass. It's one word, not two. So if you search for FordPass, you should see black background with Ford through there. That is the app you want. You make sure you install that and download it. I have it, so we're going to open it up, and you'll see on mine, I have my Maverick loaded in. I have actually all 4 of my vehicles loaded in that I have, and so you'll have that in there. And then we're going to actually show you how to, need to move this over a little bit, how to go ahead and remove one first, because I got to remove the Maverick so I can show you guys how to add it. So in this situation, we are going to go up to accounts. If you ever need to, and there's some times where you maybe are having glitches with it or something, remove your vehicle and try to add it back in. So I'm actually showing you how to remove it. You're going to see I have, it still have my Lightning in there. That's why I have 4. It's like, I only have 3 vehicles. How do I have 4 in here? So we're going to actually remove a couple today, because we're going to remove the F-150 Lightning. Click on the vehicle, and then there's going to be a remove on there. Just click the remove, and that disappears that off. Should delete it and remove it. There we go. Now I'm just showing the others. And we're going to show the Maverick here, and we're going to remove it as well. So remove that Maverick. There you go. And you have it in there. Now you can have 2 separate accounts. Your vehicle, let's say if you have a spouse, they can have the FordPass app and they can put the vehicle in there as well as you can. So my wife and I, we actually share accounts. That's why her vehicle is in mine and such. But you can do it that way, or have separate accounts if you want to, just so you know that. So now at this point, a couple of different ways to add a vehicle, and you can actually see it right there is actually showing add. I'm actually showing you another way of doing it. Now you can see the Bronco. But if you go to there's a drop down if you have multiple ones, and one of them says add vehicle. It's pretty easy. You just click add vehicle. At this point, you can scan the VIN. So we actually need to go around, and I'm going to scan the VIN number. And then we're going to get inside because it's a little cold out here. So a couple of different ways to do this. Now there is a barcode on your vehicle right there. So you can scan that there, or you can enter the number. So it lets you do that. If I click on the camera, it's going to try to scan it. And I will tell you, I don't always have the best luck scanning, because I never know if it's up and down or not. See, I can't get it to scan. So, if you struggle with that, try up there. Oh, see it? So you got to go up and down with it. And there actually, now I do see the box that have the VIN number in there. Maybe I do need it sideways. Well, I can't get it to work, so we're going to input it manually instead. So we're going to hit back, and I'm going to put the VIN number in on this. So real easy to do that. So it is a 17-digit number, though. All right, so once you input that, then we go ahead at that point, move that, and then hit next at the bottom. So Sarah's going to get in so that you can see what all you need. After you hit the next, it'll come up. Vehicle found is what it's showing. You guys should be able to see that. If you guys can see that. All right, then it says to activate vehicle, and that's what you need to do. So you click the activate. At this point, the next step does need to be in your vehicle, which is why a lot of people try to activate their account. They get their VIN number when the vehicle's in transit, and they're hoping they can activate it. But to do it, there's a second step to that. So people can't just grab a VIN number. Like if you guys saw my VIN number in the video, you could try to add it. But if you do, I'm going to see it in here and not accept it. So it says accept prompt in vehicle. So got to turn the vehicle on. And there you go. There's the prompt. Can they see that? Okay. At that point, I do hit yes. Got it here. It says congratulations, it's been activated. Hit OK there, and here it's still saying activation pending, and that might take a little while. Hopefully not too long, because I want to show you how all the cool stuff you can do. OK there. Sometimes you might have a couple things like asking you to. There you go. What was that? Oh. So click on that. Oh. By the way, I'm really bad at checking my notifications. There's my Maverick. It's right there. So let me go back to that home screen. There it is. Now it's activated. And at that point, you're going to see what it's going to look like on this screen here. On the main screen, you should see your Maverick in there. And by the way, you can name your Maverick as well. So we can get into that later. You can see the little unlock button, a lock button. You have a start right there, and this other button here. So this unlock is going to allow us to, if you press and hold it, you'll see it works. And eventually it'll unlock the car. There we go. It just unlocked it. If I press and hold the lock, same thing. It is hard to see underneath there, but it'll turn completely blue and then start circling. And there you go. It just locked the doors on us here. And then we're going to actually shut the vehicle off. And then we're going to remote start the vehicle. So you just, on the power button where it says start, you just press and hold it. That one's a little easier to see. There it goes. And this takes a little longer, and this is one of the reasons why it's really nice if you have the remote start if you're close enough. There you go. Actually, it went pretty quick. So it'll cycle through, and then it'll tell you at the top the vehicle has started. And I have my remote start setting set for 15 minutes, as you can see there. And you can do that. Sarah did a nice short about how to change this in your own settings, but it has been changed in there. I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle because I don't want the fan really high for this. But so those are some of the things. Now you do have this here. Press and hold, and this will honk the horns and such. So it does tell you horn and lights. So confirm. Vehicle is probably because my vehicle is not on. So that would be a situation if maybe you weren't trying to find your vehicle. I'll show you another way you can do that. But you can do that. Or if maybe you see somebody by your car, right? You can do that, press and hold when the vehicle's locked up and it's not running, and it'll start honking the horns and flashing the lights and that kind of stuff. Now, some more things you can do with this. Not done yet. That's what most people use it for. If you click into vehicle, you can get a little more information. So it tells you how many miles to empty I have. So about a half a tank of gas. Shows the location up here. So I'm at the dealership. It's 3450 South 9th there. And it has the location, so you can pin into that. You can click into that and actually shows it on a map. So let's say maybe you go into the game, concert, something like that. You're like, where did we park? I can't remember. We went at this gate, we were going to that gate, and you maybe don't know. You can use this to help find your vehicle in that type of situation, which comes in real handy. So there you go. And then like in this case, you also do have status, no alerts or anything, but that's where some of your recall information will show and be in there. Also the notifications at the top will show in there too. And then scheduled start. So I have a scheduled start. So let me show you how to, if you click on that. So I have a scheduled start. Oh, it has no start. It showed it at first because I had it on the other account one before I deleted it. So let me show you how to add a start. So just click the add start at the bottom. And then down here, time, we're going to change this to 8:15 a.m. And then at this point, repeat, it says never. I'm going to do weekdays. So this is where you can pick every day of the week if you want. You can pick weekdays. So I just want it to go Monday through Friday. A lot of times I'll drive the Bronco on Saturday. So I go Monday through Friday and I hit save. And then we're in Chicago time zone. So when I hit save again, and now I have a remote start time. So every weekday, this is going to start at 8:15 for me and run for 15 minutes because that's what my setting is at in my vehicle. You can change that to 5 or 10 minutes if you want. And then when summertime hits, I'll turn that off because I don't need it done maybe in the summertime. So that's how you do the scheduled starts, which a lot of people want to know. Under the status, you have tire monitoring. So you can click on that, and it's going to show you what the tire pressure is on your tires. Luckily, thankfully, in this video, mine are all the same. They're all 30 around there, so it's really good. And so it's saying recommended at 35 on each of those. Mine's a little low. I go a little lower on my tires because it gives me a little bit better comfort and a little bit better ride at a little bit lower than what's recommended by Ford. So that's why I run a little bit lower. Oil life shows you where your oil life is sitting at. Mine's at 67%, so I'm good there. Not sure when my oil change is supposed to get changed because I don't have my sticker, but anyway. And then you can find your local dealer there as well. And then why schedule with Ford? That's just a little bit of information if you want to find it. Okay, so that's all the information under status for your Maverick. If you have other vehicles like an EV and such, you might have other things, but we're just talking about the Maverick in this video. Safety and security. There is Ford Insure. Click on that and you can learn a little more information about that. Actually, it's wanting you to download the Insure app, so I don't really use that much. Let me go back to that. There you go, it reloads. So that's for the most part. Now up here under account, you'll have more information as well. So all your vehicles will be there. Also, this is where you're going to find your message center. Like I said, I don't check mine very often. A lot of mine, every time your vehicle remote starts in the morning, it actually gives you a notification. That's what most of these are. Hey, you know, scheduled it. Or if you, here's a little bit of information. If you do use the remote starts like that, if you remote start it one morning and you don't drive the vehicle that morning, the next morning it won't remote start your vehicle. You actually have to turn the engine on in between the next one that it wants to schedule, or it won't let you schedule it. So that's something a lot of people don't think about. They say, well, I can only remote schedule mine once. I mean, no, you can do it as often as you want, just as long as you turn the vehicle on in between those times. So a lot of people don't realize that. Anyway, some other information notifications are in there as well. And then you do have connected services. If you click into there, it shows you those. Now, if you have an EV, this is where you're going to see like Blue Cruise. If your vehicle has Blue Cruise, you're going to also see your navigation subscription, things like that. So you can select your vehicle. So I select Maverick. It'll show my connected services available for the Maverick, which really won't be a lot. Maybe navigation will show up. Let's see. Nope. So it says there are no connected services. So Maverick, I think the navigation does not require a subscription. But when I had my electric vehicle, there was, you know, Blue Cruise was in there. Their navigation was in there and some other ones. So that's where you'd find those. Your settings, that shows your preferences of units and everything else. Most people won't go into there. This is where you can personal information in and some of that stuff. And then you have FordPass rewards. That shows you how many rewards points you have and how you can earn them and different things like that. So pull that up. See how many I have. I'm curious. Keep going. All right. So I have 54,000 FordPass points that can be used for service, purchase of accessories, that kind of thing. So there you go. So yeah, doing pretty good there. I need some more because I'm getting some stuff coming in. All right, and then we do have some privacy Ford credit account. So if you are, I'm not gonna click on that because it will show your account. So if you do pay your, if you went through Ford credit on yours, you can actually go right into that and pay your bill and pay your monthly bill that way if you want. Charge stations, again, if you have an EV, you'll show connect charge stations. That's right there where you'll find those and some other things. Now, change the name of your vehicle. See if I can remember where to go for that. So I didn't plan for this. Oh, right up here. So at this point you have remove vehicle, but you also have vehicle information. So up here at the top you'll see edit. So if I click edit, I can go in and edit and change the name of my Maverick. Now I'm not a person that names my vehicles. I know some people name their Bronco and such. Mine's still my Bronco. But so some people do name theirs. I have not named this one either, but you can name it whatever you want. So I think I just do Maverick on mine. And you can put your license plate in there if you want. Shows your VIN number, shows the model, and then also authorized user. It just shows me because, like I said, my wife and I share an account instead of having two separate accounts. But that's nice too. So you can go in there at any time and see if somebody's tried to activate yours. You'll see that in there. So if you guys try to activate my VIN, I'll know. So anyway, and I think that's about it. So that kind of shows you that. It'll show you your member ID and everything up there. And that's kind of an overview of how to use the FordPass app. You know, it's a great app, easy to use. I guess down here at the bottom there's services. Forgot to go over that, as well as a map. So you can go into the 24/7 assistance. So if you do need roadside assistance, you just click on the services and you can see, click on the roadside and it shows you your vehicle location and such, and then you can help with roadside assistance right in there. I've never had to use it, luckily, and I don't have any wood in here, but I would knock on wood if I could. But you can submit a claim in there if you need roadside assistance and such, collision assistance as well. You can schedule service through there, see the service history. You can see maintenance schedule as well of when you can, I didn't realize this. This is a spot I don't go to very often, but it does show you the maintenance schedule for your Maverick in here of how often you're supposed to get oil changes, tire rotations, if it'll load. And there it goes. I can see more Ford Maverick in the back. So it tells me what my odometer's at. Would you stop? Okay. And then it tells me what I need. So your maintenance schedule, and it shows me 10,000, 20,000 miles. You can go on from there and show more. It'll scroll over. So I think it's showing you, like the one that's highlighted shows you what's happening there. 10,000 mile checkup, spec the brake pads, shoes, rotors. You can read all that yourself, but that's basically checking all those things. Changing the oil and such will be part of that. Rotate the tires, inspect the tire and wear. So according to this, it's saying every 10,000 miles, basically, I need service done. Every vehicle might be a little different, especially your EVs and such. That's where you get that information. And then you have reference guide, warranty information as well, vehicle history reports as well goes right. That's under that service. And under maps would probably show you where you're located as well as any dealers and where they're located. You'll see my pin is right on a dealer because we're here at the dealership. That's what it'll show you. And then if you want chargers, you can do that as well. And it'll load your chargers. So, which the infrastructure is getting much better, I can say that. But it can show you the different chargers that are around if you have an EV. Now, how do I get out of that? Oh, there we go. So anyway, and then it also does have collision repair as well. So there you go. That's kind of an overview of how to use the app. So hopefully you guys find this very helpful. And if you have something else you'd like me to cover on the Ford Maverick that you'd like to know, put it down in the comments. Email us, timothybartz@gmail.com or sarahdavis@lawmacarthur.com, and we'd love to do a video on it for Maverick Monday. So hope you enjoyed this Maverick Monday and hope you have a great Maverick Monday. Stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.